This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Throwing on first down. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Second down at 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Trent Taylor. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Six yards left on 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Gallman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Second down at 7. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. San Francisco coming back out here for this next drive. And the 49ers in week one taking the field for the first time since their loss in Super Bowl 54. Wound up taking it on the chin, falling 24-20 to Arizona. And we all know the troubles that Northern California, really all of California, has had with wildfires. This game was in danger, CD, maybe having to be postponed, but the smoky orange skies, they dissipated enough to get the game in. Now, the 49ers, though, they continue to have trouble with the Cardinals now. 9 losses in their last 11 meetings.
Yeah, and you know that preparation for that game had to be interrupted at different times, especially for San Francisco. There's talk about maybe moving the game to Arizona and then flipping that game back later to San Francisco. But bottom line, you just hit it. 9 out of the last 11. Arizona has beaten San Francisco, but even more importantly, they really improved in the offseason. So San Francisco knows they have a true rival now when they try to defend their division crown. And guess what? They go on the road the next 2 weeks. Both games in New York, the Jets and then the Giants in week 3. But I like what the Niners do. They go cross country, they play, and instead of flying all the way back, they go to a meeting place, and this time it's going to be in West Virginia at the Greenbrier. And if you haven't been to the Greenbrier, Brandon, you ought to go. What a great place for them to go. They'll go and get their training in before they play week 3 against the Giants.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A give, this is Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Here we go. Like 80!
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So the false start will back them up 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now a give. This is McKinnon. Down to the 25. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw is Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Gould is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
He's got to be patient, baby. He's got to be patient.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Not much there, only a yard. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
I couldn't quite hear, but I could imagine there was a big look out to the quarterback as Nick Bosa got to him yet again for another sack. The 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year, he continues to make an impact now, and I expect that for seasons to come. Not only is he a great player himself, because of his work, because of his excellent play, he makes everyone else in that defensive line that much better too.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now it's 2nd and 9. This is Lewis on the handoff. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, McKinnon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a close call right there. I think Jimmy Garoppolo was fortunate that fell incomplete, nearly picked off. Obviously, he's got to be more careful with the football. Remember, last year in the NFL, he led with 8 pick sixes thrown. All interceptions are not created equal. Turning the ball over is one thing, but giving up points when you turn it over, that really hurts your team overall.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. O'Shane Zimenez able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal, a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Jones throwing on first down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's show them how to play football. Let's go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
56.
To throw again, Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On the handoff, Lewis. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught right side by Reed. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
We see passes like that all the time, don't we? He's back there surveying the field, clock ticking in his head, trying to avoid the sack and the hit. Let him just a little bit too much trying to get out to his running back.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. yards on the punt, 2 on the return. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Tate on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO, what's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Four yards remain for second down. They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Lewis here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give. Running right is Lewis. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll run with Lewis. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd down and goal. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Caden Smith, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now it's Penny, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Penny taking it in. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Tate to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80! Get the ball.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. Here's second and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake, Garoppolo.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Why are we doing this?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Garoppolo again. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
New York ready to go again offensively.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A draw play here, Lewis. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. "31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Right there. 54. Right there.
He'll throw from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 80. Check, check. 154. 154. Switch it. Switch it.
On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
56, Mike.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones dumps it off to Lewis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Complete. This is Lewis. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They run with Lewis out of the gun, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They try again with Lewis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Lewis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dion Lewis, 43 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 11, a minute 37 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.